What's up, everyone? This is Seth with the Landing Page Dudes, and what you're looking at right now is the website for Incendio Wands. They sell a kick-ass product. It is a wand inspired by Harry Potter and wizards, and they have a lot of sales online. It's a very popular product. You've probably seen this on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts. They approached us looking to increase the conversion rates on their product page. One of the big problems they had was they didn't have high quality content. All of the product images were, outdated. They weren't really done professionally, and it really took a toll on the brand because you can imagine that if you wanted to go buy a product from a website and the wand was not high quality, you most likely would not make a purchase. So they came to us and they wanted to create a product page that not only was beautiful, but also had 3D renders. And our idea with this was to use the inspo of Midjourney to create these awesome 3D renders that could inspire how we would design this Shopify product page. And here are just some different 3D renders that we got from Midjourney that helped us create this vision for the Shopify product page. We were using prompts such as Wizard and Harry Potter, and we wanted that aesthetic as if you were in Gryffindor. So these were all the different images that we've used. I'll actually send this link in the video if you do want to explore them. So once we got the idea as to what we wanted to do, the next thing was to kind of go ahead and do the 3D rendering while at the same time creating the wireframe. So when we started with the wireframe, we were using their current images because we were doing both things at once. We were doing the 3D renders as well as the wireframing. So you'll see these images is the ones they were using before. And you're probably wondering, why are they blacked out? When we create wireframes, we give a black and white wireframe or a wireframe with very little no colors. The idea here is we want you to focus just on the actual layout and the call to actions and the details. And the first thing we wanted to do was in their original store, which is no longer up, but in their original store, let me just go over here. In their original store, it was very basic. It was a template like this. You were able to choose a quantity, add to cart, and they had two sections underneath. It was a very, very basic section. And what we wanted to do was focus on three things. Is we wanted to make it, of course, conversion focused. We wanted to make it premium so that anyone visiting knew that this was a professional company selling these wands, because there's a lot of guys on AliExpress that are going and purchasing these products and just really selling them without any quality control. Incendio Magic Wand is actually one of the pioneers. They're one of the ones that started this trend, so they wanted to stand out. And the third thing was mobile first, is we wanted to make sure that when you were on here, everything was perfect in terms of how it looked on mobile, building a frictionless shopping experience and making the user interface a lot easier. Being able to click on bundles and even add more products. And that's what's one thing that we did add, is the ability to not only purchase more products and get discounts on bundles, but also to upsell more on the flash paper. For a lot of you that don't know what this is, if you visit the website, what they sell is a wand that shoots out fire. So we wanted to sell that flash paper. You see that paper? We wanted to sell that paper as an upsell. So this is the wireframe, as you can see. Some things did change in design, and then things did change again in development. This is the design, and we wanted to go with the aesthetic. We wanted to keep it simple. And again, all of our focus is usually on mobile. Over 80% of their traffic was on mobile. So we wanted just to create something that was beautiful, sharp, clean, and digestible. And I'm going to show you what that looks like right now, because it's live on their store. So this is what you have now. And as you notice, the first thing is all the images here were done in 3D rendering. All these beautiful 3D renders here, everything, even the packaging. All the packaging, everything is done in 3D renders. We made a package shot for each product, as well as individual shots with those Midjourney AI reference that you were seeing. Even the cobweb, we made it look beautiful. And when customers came onto the page on mobile, they were like, wow, this looks absolutely stunning. This is a beautiful page, and it's all about the content on here. On the page, we have these visual selectors, so no more drop downs. You can say we have that pulsating effect now. So if you want to add 600 shots, you could do so with just the click of the button. Underneath the add to cart, we're telling you when it's going to arrive or when it ships by. This helps with conversion rates drastically. Underneath that, we are showing you the discounts you get as you buy more. For example, if you buy 2, you get 20% off. If you buy 4, you get 30% off. Underneath, as I said, digestible and simple. Here we have the 3 columns for the icons. Underneath, the accordions. Consolidate content, let the user choose if they want to read. Finally, we have the logos, some GIFs showing how it works. We want to be interactive, and then all the different images that we created in the 3D renders. After working with us, we're pleased to announce that their conversion rates have increased. Their add to cart has increased by over 24%. Their checkout, their reach checkout by over 13%, and the sessions converted by over 25%. Not to mention that the average order value has increased by 5%. And that number will continue to increase the average order value as we look at creating different UIs and offers that could get more people adding more things to the cart. If it's just the papers, if it's the wands, maybe it's just the actual user interface and the way we make it. The idea here is to never rest, to always make sure the page is always converting as high as possible. And that's the journey where we went from working with Midjourney to Figma to Shopify to create a high converting landing page for another great client. If you like wizards, if you like Harry Potter, check them out, buy a wand, show some love. And again, thank you all for taking time to watch this video. Have a good one.